Robot mowers make some pretty bold claims. The biggest one of those, you're never gonna have to mow your lawn again. Today, I'm gonna show you my experience with the robot mowers that I've had for the last 6 months and tell you if you should get one. So hang on. Today I'm gonna show you the Husqvarna 415X. Now, I've been using this mower for the last 6 months or so, and it's not quite available yet here in the US, but it's been in use over in Europe for the last year or two. Let's talk about the specs of the 415X real quick. The 415X comes with a 2 amp hour battery, which allows you to mow for about an hour, and then it goes home, charges for about an hour, and then comes right back out and starts mowing again. It has a 9-inch cutting width and can mow from 0.78 inches all the way up to about 2 inches. For you cool season folks who like to mow your lawn really tall, there are other models available from Husqvarna that mow up to 3.6 inches, including the 450XH, the 430XH, and the 115H models. So don't worry, you can still mow tall. We all know that shorter looks better though. The 415X is able to handle an area of up to 16,000 square feet and keep all of it mowed consistently without any issues. All right, so if you're like me, you're probably wondering, how do these mowers actually mow? Do they have more of a traditional mower blade, or is it something a little bit different? So let's flip this mower upside down and I'll show you how these blades actually look. So if you look right here, you can see that the underside of this mower looks completely different from a traditional lawnmower. There's these kind of safety razor type blades, and there's 3 of them on the underside of this lawnmower. There's 3 of these safety razor style blades that are pivoting, so when you're mowing, when the mower is mowing, they spin and they hit the grass and they cut the grass, but if they hit something hard, it's not gonna break the blade. It's actually a pretty cool design. Changing blades on these mowers is super simple, way easier than a traditional lawnmower. So if you look down here where the blades are, you can see that the only thing holding these blades on is just a Phillips head screw. So all you have to do is take this Phillips head screw out and then put a new blade in. It takes less than a minute for each one. So if you're like me and you've got a family with a couple kids running around the yard, safety is really important to you. And one of the features that I really like about this mower is the ability for it to not just run things over. So let me show you. So, as you can see, the mower will run into something, stop, and turn around. It's not gonna just keep going and run into you and hurt anybody. All right, so another safety feature that this has is when you pick it up, the blade stops. It doesn't continue to spin, so you don't have to worry about anybody picking it up and getting their hands underneath it and getting cut by anything. See, the blade is recessed a decent ways inside of here, so it's not gonna be easy for somebody to get their hands in here and get hit by the blade. All right, guys, so let's talk about how do these mowers actually work. Now, when you buy one of these mowers, it'll come with a base station like this. This base station is basically what controls the mower. Going into the mower, you have 3 different wires. You have a wire on your left side, that's a loop, and loops all the way around the perimeter of your area that you're gonna have the mower mow, and comes back and then connects to the right side, and that creates a loop signal, just like how an invisible fence for a dog is. That's going to tell your mower, hey, anything inside of here is where you're supposed to be mowing. And then the 3rd wire is what's called the guide wire. The guide wire is what your mower will see and find when it's time for it to go back to its charging station, and it'll drive around until it finds that guide wire, and it'll follow the guide wire back to the charging station. So that's exactly how your mower works. Using these mowers is really simple. You can set it up via the Husqvarna Connect app. And in this app, you can set up your schedule, You can set up things like your zones. So with these newer ones that have the AIM technology, you can set up zones to where it won't mow specific zones during specific times, or if you have a specific area where you want to mow shorter or taller, you can have it do that as well. And it's really customizable to however you want it as a owner. Installation is really honestly not that hard. You have a couple of different options. Number one, you can lay the wire out on top of the ground and use the provided staples or stakes to tack it in place and use it like that and let the grass grow over it. I opted to do the second option, which is trenching it using a stick edger and making a small trench in the ground and then burying the wire. We did my backyard first, and it took me and Alan a total of about an hour and a half or 2 hours to do my 8,000 square foot backyard. Now, mind you, my backyard is a very simple installation, so it wasn't that difficult. There wasn't really any obstacles or anything that we had to worry about, so it really wasn't bad. Obviously, the more complicated and complex your yard is, the more difficult and time intensive it will be. And then the last option is you can contact a local Husqvarna dealership and set up a installation professionally, and they're going to be able to do it a lot faster than you will, and they'll probably do it a lot better than you will. So let's talk about the good things that this mower does. The first and foremost is I don't have to mow my grass, guys. When I'm telling you that I haven't put a mower on this lawn since Thanksgiving, I am not joking. I literally have not mowed this grass once myself in about 6 months. And that has been awesome. And that's allowed me to spend way more time with my kids, with my family, with my wife, all of these things that I really enjoy doing, much more than I enjoy mowing the lawn. One of the things that people often do that really stresses their lawn out is they allow the grass to grow too tall and then they mow it too short. When you do that, you stress the grass plant out. So what this does is, instead of mowing every week or every 2 weeks or however often you're mowing currently, this is mowing every single day, and it's mowing microscopic amounts of the grass blade off and never stressing the plant out. Another thing I really like about these mowers are the maintenance on them is very minimal. All I have to do is change the blades once a month or so, and wipe it down occasionally when it gets more grass on it. Other than that, there's pretty much nothing that I have. One of the questions that I hear a lot is, what happens if somebody comes along and tries to just pick this mower up? And the answer to that is, they can. Yes, they definitely can. But the automower app has it geofenced to your area. And so once it leaves your area, it's gonna make a really loud noise, and through the app, you've got the ability to track it via GPS, so you can go pick it back up. One of the things that I love about this mower is that it mows so quietly. In fact, I have it mowing all the way up until about 4 in the morning because it's literally so quiet. My neighbors will never know, other than the fact that it has headlights. But you can turn those off if you really care. So I like these things so much. I actually went and bought a second one that I could have for myself. Now, you might be wondering, why do I have a second mower when I said that this mower can mow my entire lawn? And it definitely can. I wanted something that can mow a little bit lower, and this is a 450X. And one of the cool things about the 450X, as well as the 430X, I believe, is that you can put the fairway kit on it, which allows you to mow down to heights of 0.39 inches. So if you're like me and you're into having your grass really short and really tight, you can grab one of these and mow it super short. Does a pretty good job too. Look at this. You can see it's pretty nice and tight. I'd be lying to you if I said that there were literally 0 cons to this mower, because there are a handful of limitations that these mowers just can't do. So let me show you. First off, they can't edge. So you're still going to have to edge or have somebody edge for you. They also can't weed eat. If you look right here against the house, you still have to weed eat. One of the things that especially you cool season people are gonna say is, this mower doesn't stripe. So if you're a guy that likes to have stripes in your lawn and you want an automower, it's not gonna do it for you. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I love to help you out. And if you got anything out of this video, I'd love it if you'd hit the thumbs up button for me. Really means a lot. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time.